The most effective way to stop the spread of COVID-19 until we get a vaccine, it's easy. You need to wear a mask. Goldman Sachs just published a piece saying that without masks, we may need to go back into lockdown, which would already crush the battered economy. California just shut down all the restaurants, bars, and movie theaters again. Unfortunately, millions of Americans simply won't wear masks for a variety of reasons, and that's a huge problem. So how do we get more people to put on a darn mask? We need to come up with masks that are more comfortable or maybe more stylish. We need a contest where we ask young people to come up with something new, like the old Westinghouse science competition. When I suggested a contest to Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, who's led the way on helping the country reopen safely, he immediately said we need to contact Dr. Peter Diamandis. He's the founder and executive chairman of XPRIZE, nonprofit that's run 17 science competitions, and they're now running the next-gen mask contest. And we need to check in with Darius Adamczyk, the chairman and CEO of Honeywell, the diversified industrial cloud software conglomerate that has a fantastic personal protective equipment division, including the best, let's say, the most rigorous medical masks available. We have to aspire, but we need a wearable community mask that protects as many people as possible. Mark, Darius, Peter, welcome to Mad Money. Let's talk masks. Mark, I'm going to start with you, Mark, because you're wearing one. What this contest and what can it accomplish?
Well, let me take this off. Jim, masks are so important. Jim, if everyone in the United States wore a mask for 3 weeks, just 3 weeks, we would not have any more coronavirus because there would be no more spread. But people do not want to wear masks. And you know why, Jim? Number one, they said, well, it fogs their glasses. And number two, it gets too hot. It's too uncomfortable. It causes breathing difficulties. It makes conversations challenging. It makes exercise while wearing too difficult. And also, it causes pain or they can't eat or drink. Well, Jim, we have to get through these issues. We all have to start wearing masks. Like I said, if we all wore masks for 3 weeks, everyone in the United States, we would not have any more coronavirus. Which, for example, why in the country of Japan there is no coronavirus? That's because they have a mask culture. Okay. That's why there's only a few thousand infections for 125 million people. So we all need to do this, but we have to crack this code. Just like you said, we have to figure out how do we create a mask that everyone, every American will wear now.
Peter, you know contests. You know how to do this. How is this going to work, and why do you think it could work?
Yeah, so at the XPRIZE, we're 25 years old now. We run about $200 million of XPRIZE competitions. And thanks to Mark Benioff and, frankly, Jim, your generous contribution, we're launching this $1 million competition. We're asking kids age 15 to 24 to participate in this. Submit your design for a mask, a next-generation mask that you can enjoy. It doesn't fog your glasses. The whole list that Mark just went after. And we expect hundreds, perhaps thousands of submissions. We're then going to take the top 25 of those and find out, are they manufacturable? Once we determine that they're manufacturable, we're going to take the top 10 of those and go out to influencers and say, hey, is this a cool mask? Will you wear this? And we want masks that are culturally cool to wear, that say something about you, that are functional. And then finally, we're going to be, besides testing whether they're functional with our partners, for example, at Honeywell, do they provide protection? We're then going to a Shark Tank, and we're going to be anointing 2 winners, each of which win $500,000. But the goal here is a new generation, next generation masks that people wear because they want to wear them, not because they're being forced to wear them.
Right. Now, Darius, no one knows personal protective equipment better than you and Honeywell. Why do you think that someone between the ages of 15 and 24 might be able to develop something that would be a community mask, that would be a more wearable mask? Is it possible? Can it be made?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, whenever we heard this idea that frankly came from you and Mark to really harness the intellectual curiosity, the innovation of our youth, we right away jumped in. I mean, this is a terrific idea to really harness what our youth can do. And I have no doubt they're going to come up with just great ideas that hopefully we're going to put into the broader global community and put them to good use. Because as Mark talked about, masks are the way that we can go back, at least in some ways, to the way things were faster. They enable us to open the economy, and they enable kids to go back to school and it will make them much more safe if we don't wear them. So we're thrilled to be part of the team that can help bring this to reality.
Okay, so Mark, it's look, we know this is it's about life and death, but it's also about the economy. You have Work.com. Salesforce knows this area cold. Our economy could be, some people say it's falling apart. I don't want to get political, but I know that the way that Goldman says we are going down a path that could hurt 5% of our GDP. Can masks stop that?
Jim, we don't have that many things that we can do. We've been talking about this on this show for 4 or 5 months now. We can do contact tracing, we can do testing, and we can wear masks. That's it. 1, 2, 3. If you want to stop the spread, those are the 3 things. Just look at the tremendous work of Governor Gina Raimondo of the state of Rhode Island, who's almost fully extinguished the virus in her state by implementing those 3 things. And not just in Rhode Island. Look at France. Look at Germany. As I said, look at Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan. Masks are very important. They are the key. If everyone in the United States wore masks for 3 weeks, every person, total compliance, the whole virus will be gone. We have to take that very seriously.
Okay, so Peter, I have been running on tweets for the last 10 days about the idea of a mask that everyone will want to wear. The vast majority of people, honestly, just tell me it's not possible. Forget about it. But you are doing, if you have thousands of young, smart Americans coming up with something that could be a uniting force, is it too crazy? Or do you think, because you often talk about it, that too crazy may lead to something that's perfectly sane?
Yeah, Jim, we talk about the notion that the day before something is truly a breakthrough, it's a crazy idea, right? And so we're looking for crazy ideas. There is no doubt that it is possible. There will be next generation masks. Perhaps this is where technology gets incorporated for a new generation of sensors that give you all these additional benefits that you want to wear the mask. But we're not going to the traditional players who will give us traditional solutions. We're going to a new generation that, frankly, if young people wear them and make it cool, their parents will wear them, everyone will wear them. We're going to bring influencers into it. We're going to bring manufacturers into it. We're going to bring some of the top philanthropists into it. And the goal is something that people say, yeah, I want to wear that. And we'll see, it's going to be, this competition is going to run between now and the end of the year. And so in Q1 of 2021, we hope there'll be a new generation mask. And it's not just for an idea. This has to be manufacturable. So our team, led by Dr. Emily Church, is working with manufacturers. We're so proud to have Honeywell on the team here, that we make sure half the money goes when you got a great idea. The other half of the money goes to the winner when you put it into production.
Okay, so Darius, I want to make it clear, we're not trying to build the best mask that's going to just shut down COVID. I mean, you do that already, okay? We're trying to find something that inspires people to say, you know what, I got to do this. This helps me. This helps the other person. Do you think that you can have something that's stylish, that maybe could allow you to have facial expression, that maybe could make it so that you don't feel so difficult talking and fog your glasses? Are these just niggling things, and that you can actually beat this?
Oh, no question. I mean, we already know that the best mask out there is the N95 mask, and we're one of the people that make it. But the fact that it isn't the most comfortable mask to wear, it's not aesthetically appealing, and that's why you get some pushback, particularly from young people, to wear it. But it does the best job of protecting you. However, given some of the requirements it has, it's difficult to make it aesthetically pleasing. But we don't necessarily need an N95 mask. We need a mask that appeals to the mass population, that's comfortable, it's easy to wear, that influencers will wear. And that's really what this contest is all about. And I have no doubt that our young people come up with great ideas, and hopefully we'll be able to manufacture those great ideas in 2021.
All right, so Mark, last question. When I was growing up, we had the Westinghouse competition. It was a science project, and we all did it. And we were hoping to make some money. We were hoping to get a scholarship. Here we're offering real money. Do you think that the youth of America are going to hear about this contest and join in to come up with something that we can all wear, that we would stop the community spread and make our country, I'd say, let's just say, bring the economy back come back hot?
Well, Jim, as Darius said, N95 is amazing, but it really just a simple piece of cloth. A simple piece of cloth blocks 90% of all of the droplets. That's amazing. And we want a mask that everyone wants to wear that's a cultural phenomenon, something that maybe Louis Vuitton or Virgil Abloh or Stella McCartney might have designed, but maybe it'll be you, one of the youth of America, our future, who will have a breakthrough now so that you can design the mask that all Americans will want to wear. And I believe that you are out there, whoever you are, we need you to come up with that mask, and you can win this tremendous prize money through X Prize and be recognized as the person who stopped coronavirus. So I hope that that person who's out there is going to listen to this and realize that they could win this prize money and have a breakthrough now and deliver the mask that we all need so badly.
You know, I'm a believer. I want to thank all three gentlemen. I know what you want. You want our country to be safe and strong. Darius Adamczyk of Honeywell. Darius knows more about PPE than anybody I know. Then we have Peter Diamandis, who's actually running the contest for X Prize, and Mark Benioff, who came to me and said, Jim, what can we do? And I said, I don't know, how about a contest? Thank you.
Hey, Jim, xprize.org/masks is where you go to register, find out about this competition. Okay. Any kid, 15 to 24, join us.
I wish I were 15. I wish I were 24.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask, Jim.
All right,
Jim,
guys, thank you so much. Mad Money's back after the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.